Auditor General Nancy Gadongo is raising the red flag as she cannot vouch for how the Ministry of Education spent 58 billion shillings in subsidies for the 2019-2020 financial year. This is after her office established that not only did the ministry make overpayments amounting to 1.8 billion shillings, but made disbursements to 5 schools whose very existence is in doubt. Olive Barrows has pored over the report and focuses on the main discrepancies found in the education sector.
For years, Kenya has grappled with the phenomenon of ghost workers, where salaries and allowances are paid fraudulently to non-existent civil servants. And now it has emerged that the Ministry of Education in the 2019-2020 financial year made payments in the millions to 5 non-existent secondary schools. The Auditor General coming to this conclusion in her report on the national government after finding that 26.8 million shillings was disbursed to 5 schools whose existence is doubtful, since there appears to be no evidence of registration certificates, Teachers Service Commission appointment letters or principal postings. Boards of management minutes approving the opening of bank accounts and necessary under the State Department for Early Learning and Basic Education annual guidelines on disbursement of free-day secondary education funds were also not provided. In total, the Auditor General found that 1.8 billion shillings in subsidies was overpaid to 2,610 public secondary schools. The overpayment, the report expounds, arose from erroneous computations, inflation of enrollment numbers in January of 2020, and double payments to some schools. The man who performed poorly in this math test was then Basic Education Principal Secretary Belio Kipsang, who by virtue of his office was Chief Accounting Officer. At the tertiary level, the report has raised a red flag over the status of construction of the Moiben Teachers Training College and the cost thereof. The bill of quantities having pegged the contract sum for the construction at 121 million shillings. Yet a full 4 financial years later, not only was the progress status pending, but more than double the contractual sum, 261.5 million shillings, had been disbursed. Olive Barrows, NTV.